What's up, everybody? It's 8:30 in the morning, and I'm about to DJ. Just getting to a gig. This is where I'm DJing behind me. Let's see if you can. Osmo's doing a little crazy right here. I'm DJing. It's 8:30. You can come set up with me. I'm gonna take you behind the scenes. A new YouTube series I'm working on called Behind the Tables, where I take you behind the scenes of what it means to be a DJ. Really like the non-glamorous side of what it means to be a DJ. What I kind of do behind the scenes in order to keep this side hustle and passion going. So today we have an 8 a.m. gig, 8:30 a.m. gig, and it's outdoors in 40-degree weather. So this should get very interesting and chilly. I don't know if you can see, but I got on my Milwaukee Tool trusty electric jacket, and now I'm about to set up for this gig. So yeah, follow me for the setup. So my setup is pretty simple. I've been DJing with the Mixstream Pro for a few months. It just makes the setup so much easier. It is powerless, so I could actually do this gig with no power if I wanted to, meaning not plugging into the power system, or I can plug in if I want. The thing I love about the Mixstream Pro is just a quick setup. This gig today starts at 8:30. I got here at 8:20, so 10-minute setup, really easy. I did this gig last year. I brought 2 speakers last year, and this year I decided to bring one. One is colder out, and 2, I didn't need 2 speakers last year. I brought 2, and I only used 1. So I'm gonna think smarter as well. I think this whole shed right here is this whole shed is powered by solar power. So I think that was because I had 2 speakers plugged in, and also had a 2,500 watt speaker. This one is just 2,000 watts. It's a Harbinger, and it's a really good speaker. It's just 500 watts less than my other ones. This is the Vari 2315. So I'm literally all set. That's all I need. That gear right there. All right, now I'm gonna move my car. Once again, I'm here. This event is called the Beer Line Shuffle. I'm gonna move my car real quick. My setup is pretty simple, and as you can tell, it's a little chilly out. It's about 40 degrees outside, maybe 45. I got on my gloves. I got on a heated jacket from Milwaukee Tool, hoodies, jeans, and I also have on 2 layers. So I have on long johns under here and a t-shirt, maybe 3 layers on top. Comfort is super important to me when I'm DJing, like super important. You got to be comfortable. Comfortable shoes. Being out in 40-degree weather, you got to be comfortable. I got to be out here for 5 hours. I'm going to be comfortable. I see people already walking around in t-shirts and they're freaking freezing. So I'm already feeling really good. I can't wait to turn on my jacket. I'm going to leave it off for now. You get about 2.5, maybe 3 hours with it. So if it gets colder, then I'll use my jacket. First things first, we need some power. So every good DJ bag should come with a little power, you know, probably a lot of power, meaning like a power cord. This is I think a 25-foot cord. I also have a 100-foot cord, but we don't need that today. We're going 25. Pop that in. The DJI Osmo Mini I'm filming on. Sometimes the tracker gets a little confused. Sometimes it works just fine. So let's do that. We're actually gonna put this on the base of my tripod so I don't lose it. All right, getting some power for my outlet here. What the hell? Oh, here it is. All right, power cord for my speaker, also very essential at all times. You never know when you're gonna need that thing. Low. So yeah, again, like I would say this is a VIP client. They're paying me $500 for 5 hours, $100 an hour, which is my starting rate. Sometimes I get it. Most times I get it. Sometimes I don't. But I always try to start there, because if I'm going to be providing sound and a DJ for 5 hours, I think that's worth $100 an hour. You know, that's a vibe that you can't just get anywhere. And I'm also providing like the microphones for this event. So they're going to be doing like some speaking. So yeah, you know, DJs, don't undercharge yourself. $50 an hour, I just think it's good, but it's not enough. Depending on the gig, depending on the regularity. But again, this is a kind of company, doesn't, you know, ask me many questions, doesn't lowball me, doesn't try to, you know, get a deal. They always just pay me what I want. So again, this is what I call a VIP client. You want to make sure and be on time and professional, and just get the job done for your VIP clients. You know, don't take them for granted, because these are the ones that kind of keep the lights on, and these are the ones that kind of make you feel like, you know, it's all worth it when you're getting what you're worth. It's going to be my goal to start giving y'all more content and to show y'all what it's like. So using some of my equipment a little more, and basically vlogging, you know, so I can give you guys some ideas of what it's like being me, and update my channel and finally reach that 1,000 subscriber mark. That's what I'm trying to do. So that would be awesome. Haven't reached it yet, but that would be awesome. So let me show y'all something. So the one thing that I really, really like about the Mixstream Pro, and I'll show you guys now. The one thing I like about the Mixstream Pro is, you know, I am already up and running. You know, my system is already running. This is the Mixstream Pro, the all-in-one Numark Mixstream Pro Go. This is the one with the built-in batteries. I am already up and running. Like, I got everything I need now to go and play some music, especially because I already have the speakers built in the machine. If you don't know about the Mixstream Pro, I'll do a video soon to kind of show you guys why I like this machine, why it works for me. Doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but it works for me. It's a touchscreen machine. The screen's not the greatest during the day outside, but you can still see. You probably can't see here, but I can see it just fine. And again, it's a touchscreen all-in-one, so I don't need internet necessarily. I definitely don't need a laptop. I have a built-in hard drive right in the back right here with like 130 gigs of music. Most DJs are like, "Where's your hard drive?" I'm like, yeah. Instead of carrying a big hard drive, hard drive, why don't you, like, you know, consider something smaller like this, the 128 gig joint. It's very reliable. I got it backed up. It's super fast. Instead of dragging like this big external around, I just like that. I keep it in there at all times. See, I'm already up and going, which is dope. So let me connect my speakers, finish my setup, and I'll talk to you guys some more. Do it really simple. Hook up today, short XLR out to my speaker. Might just leave the speaker up here. It's more like it. I also bring my laptop or my tablet every gig, because you never know. Like, you always want to have a backup, and this is my backup. Connected to my Bluetooth speaker. It has built-in Wi-Fi, and then I just, you know, play from here if I need to. It's very rare that I will need to, but it's nice to have a backup for sure. All right, I'm here rocking this gig. Probably can't hear me too much. It might be a little loud. Tried to play some jazz, hip hop instrumentals. I just kind of came up on these hip hop jazz instrumentals. good vibes, kind of like cool, chill stuff. I got a gig at a hotel, fancy hotel coming up. I don't know what to expect, so I just feel like this is music that you can play for a classic crowd. It's got the jazz, horns, saxophones. Everybody's kind of bopping and waving to it. No lyrics, so just a good energy. But it's like 45 degrees out. I'm doing pretty good. The jacket's got me warm. I haven't used my gloves, but maybe once. And the board, though, I'm a little concerned. My board is cold, very cold. And I've never put this board in this kind of cold, so it'll be a test for the Numark Mixstream Pro. I imagine it'll be good because inside, the mechanics are moving and it's probably a little warmer, but the outside is cold. That's why I kind of got my gear up here to block the wind as it's like coming towards me. But my Wi-Fi is going good. I'm playing off of my hard drive, a little bit of Wi-Fi. I'm gonna get into some Afro beats in a minute to kind of pump the vibe up. And yeah, so far the Mixstream Pro is performing very well in 45-degree weather, wind coming at me. Yeah, so, and the gig's going good too. People are checking in. Nobody has come bother me. They got a tent out there that looks like it's gonna blow away from the wind. Thankfully, I'm in this, railroad container. I'm chill back here. It's not bad. I'm gonna probably stand up for another hour and then have a seat because I'm not standing all day. And then I got a gig later tonight, so not a lot of people here yet. But these are one of those gigs, man. It's just like, I don't want to sound cocky, but it's, it's easy money. You just kind of, make sure the vibe is going. I was scratching a little bit earlier and just having some fun with it, but for the most part, you're just keeping the vibe going, man. There's kids here, there's families here, and I'm gonna just keep it going, so I'll be back. Oh yeah, so I'm wrapping up the gig. It went really well. Things are kind of slowing down. I actually finished up about a half an hour early. Everybody's wrapping up, so smart thing as a DJ, you could play the last 30 if you really want, but I just bring down the music, let people know, it's about that time as, folks are setting up, or breaking down the setup. Again, my setup is really easy, so grabbing a couple things, I already unplugged my power and I'm still playing music, so just wrapping up my mics, as a DJ, any DJ out there knows, man, these cords, they, not very expensive, but, you got to wrap them up correctly, or, you be buying them all the time and it gets really expensive. So I take my time with my wrap up. I don't just throw everything in the bin. You really got to respect your equipment, especially when you buy it yourself. Ultimately, I'm super happy with this gig, mainly because, I'm able to do this gig and then get over to my next gig, my regular job, where I can actually, make some money and make some side hustle money in the same day. That's a big win-win, in my opinion. That's kind of the reason why I do this, so I can maximize my yearly income. And in order to do that, I got to fix around my regular consistent job, that provides me with the security, the insurance, and all that. So I much rather be doing this full time. In all honesty, I probably could, but I'm just, I love my regular job as well, and I'm passionate about what I do on both ends. So this is like, a passion, side hustle, something that I want to continue to do, but I don't know if it's going to replace my career, so to speak. So I've been testing out this hip hop jazz blend, and I got a chance to test that out tonight, and people really liked it. Like, a couple of people came up to me and was like, yeah, man, you was jamming. So I'm like, okay, y'all really like this hip hop jazz vibe, so I'm going to continue to play the hip hop jazz vibe. I think at a lot of different events, especially these grown and sexy outdoor events. I don't mean grown and sexy, I mean family friendly grown outdoor events. But these events are always fun for me, getting out in the community. As a DJ, you just got to kind of open up your mind to what potential gigs you can get. You got to think beyond just the club, beyond the after party, beyond the hip hop party, and start to tap into some nonprofit organizations, for-profit organizations, community organizations. I've also been lucky and blessed enough to tap into the city of Milwaukee, the county park system. He's the guy who runs the entertainment for the county parks. He's got my card. I've got his card. I'm trying to tap into more of those people like that, that might, bring some different streams. And it's always dope because if you get a good relationship with these people, you don't got to worry about getting paid at all. Sometimes it might take a few days to get your check, but in some cases, if they already have you on file, like in the case of today, as soon as I pulled up, she gave me an envelope with my check. So, I mean, that's better than the nightclubs. I'm going to DJ tonight at a club, and I won't get paid until Monday. And although it's convenient for me and the club, it's just like an auto pay comes in my check on Mondays in my checking account. So that's cool too, but just having a check before you even start, it's got a good feeling. Make you feel like people trust what you're doing, people believe in you, people really value and honor your craft. And so, I'll take a check up front any day. Cash is probably better in this business, but check is good too because I'm trying to build my business account and show that I have income coming in. And in order to do that, I have to get professional gigs with professional clients and be able to show that I'm building a professional client base and bringing money in from a legit place. And so, it all balances out, man. I would say, as a DJ, if you're feeling kind of stuck in the nightlife gigs or you're not getting nightlife gigs, like you should really tap into some nonprofits, take your business cards to different nonprofit organizations. I think the biggest thing with community events though is just making sure you got community friendly music. Like I can't tell you, I've been to so many community events and the DJ is playing for a bunch of kids and he playing like trap music, with a bunch of cussing in it, and nothing against trap music or cussing. I love hip hop and everything, but I feel like there's a place and time for it. And a lot of nonprofits are usually disappointed with the DJ because they don't have clean music. Have your clean music ready because you never know when you're gonna need it. And even at weddings and stuff, you got a bunch of kids and families walking around, barbecues, cookouts and stuff like that. You got families and kids there. You don't want to turn people off and just be playing, a bunch of vulgar music. You can play the hits, but just maybe play the clean version for those events and just be mindful of your environment and the people that you're serving. You know what I mean? You don't want to just be playing for yourself ever. Always kind of play for the audience, and the mix of playing for yourself, but trying to please the audience is probably, I'd say, the number one priority as a DJ. Not only pleasing your client, well, probably priority is pleasing your client, but then the second priority is taking care of the audience and making sure they're happy with your mix and what you're doing. So be mindful of that as well. So I'm about to check in with my client here right now and see how they like things. This is a really cool spot I'm DJing in. Take a look. Y'all probably wondering, hey, what's it look like? It's a bin. Check it out. It's one of those freight containers that's been turned into a stage area, and it's got a little dance floor. Beer line trail. All right, here's the part nobody's ever around for, the breakdown. Nobody ever really stays around for this. Everybody comes to the DJ and come ask for requests and hang out, but they don't stick around for the breakdown. So be prepared to do this by yourself. Thankfully, my breakdown is very, very simple. I got a few bags, probably too many bags that I needed, but I got a few bags and my jug of water here, and that's it. And I'm done. This ain't my table, ain't my problem. Oh, I'll help them out though. Just shut down the power. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, Behind the Tables. I'll try to get y'all a little more looks at what it's like being a DJ, and I'll try to get better at, you know, what it means to go behind the tables and find out the stuff that y'all interested in. If it's something you're interested in about being a DJ, let me know. If you want to know something about the Mixstream Pro, let me know. Or my speakers or the equipment, let me know. I am about to help them out and shut down power. Woo. And that's just what we do. Power off.